So hey everybody, we're getting out to wander this morning and we have something that wasn't even planned. Found out that just outside of the town of Palmer is a musk ox farm. We're gonna stop here, check it out, see what it's all about. So the males can weigh about 800 pounds, but they're not raised for meat because you only can get about 200 pounds out of a musk ox. Their outer hair is called guard hair, and their undercoat is what is valued. It is very, very warm, very, very light, but they can only get about 3 ounces per year per musk ox. They live in the wild about 12 years. So the farm that we just toured with the musk ox started out in the Arctic, but the cost of trying to bring food into them was just too high. So they ended up here just outside of Palmer in the 80s, and they have the hay fields nearby. So the cost of feeding them went way down. About that time also, the owner or the mentor passed away, and they turned into a nonprofit. So it was a fun time and a good recommendation if you're in the area and want to do something a little bit different. So we come to a camping / parking area, and we're going to walk over here and view the Matanuska Glacier. From the parking area, we took a mile walk down a trail, and we're coming up to what looks like a beautiful viewing area up here. Hey everybody, it's day 19 of our adventure. Today we're going to leave the Matanuska Glacier area, and we're going to get out and wander around an area called Hatcher Pass. The way I understand, there's a mine there. I think it's called Independence Mine. So we're about to pack up, head out, and get the day started. See you there. So we made it to Independence Mine, and we came up from the Palmer side. If you're curious whether you could get here in any kind of vehicle, I say yes. It is paved all the way to the mine and the parking area. They do have a $5 fee for the use of the area and the parking. You could use cash or you could use credit card. So we are at the parking area, and we're going to take a walk up into the mine area up there. Robert Hatcher first made his gold stake claim here in 1906. And Independence Mine started later, and from 1936 to 1943 they found 150,000 ounces of gold. The visitor center is now in the home of the general manager of Independence Mine, Walter Stoll. So they've restored it to what it was like when the Stolls lived here. Here's our living room, They had an upstairs for bedroom. And they have artifacts and equipment that was used during the operation of the mine itself here. Scales, chemicals to test, and many storyboards of the time of the operation of the mine. Bunkhouse number 2 also includes a museum.
I keep telling people you almost don't even need this when you take a gold pan down there by the creek. There's just all sorts of shiny bits.
With many of the artifacts of the time. Besides the safety concerns with their physical activity in the mine, they also had to worry about heavy metals such as arsenic and mercury getting on their skin, breathing it in. They were asked every day to shower before they head home to try to keep some of the heavy metals off. Bunkhouse number 1 was built in 1938, and it was the first real, in quotes, bunkhouse to the Independence mine. It housed 54 men and even had heat, running water, and electricity. They had a general store and banking, and they even had established a school. They have a lot of very good storyboards scattered throughout the area, and they have posted here a picture of the flow of the operation. And that is what it looks like today. The powerhouse had several diesel generators and air compressors as part of the mining process. For the miners, their daily start was a 22-story climb up the steps to get to the tunnels where the ore was actually being mined. And here we've come to the mine entrance. This tunnel was about a half-mile long, and it connected with the overhead trams and that took people or materials. This went to the 1,100 feet level. Well, Independence Mine was really an interesting stop. I highly recommend it. There's a lot of history there. Gold mining in this area. It did eventually shut down in 1951 because the price of gold was fixed at $30 an ounce, and the costs of the mining, wages, taxes, and everything involved, the owners couldn't afford it anymore. So I would, again, highly recommend it. We spent maybe 2.5 hours walking around here. I think we saw everything. We did not take a guided tour. Those are also available. From here, going to go back to the truck and we're going to search for a place to camp out for the night. So we had a fun, relaxing day today, checking out the Independence Mine, making the drive here. Had a lot of fun things to see. Saw a moose cross the road in front of us on the way here. So we ended up not far from Independence Mine. We're at a state-run camping area. It's just off of the Little Susitna River. So we got our setup all going behind me, and we can hear the river, so it's going to be a really relaxing night. See if I can get it here on video. It's a little bit of ways away. You can see it out of the camper, but we can really hear it. So with that in the background, that's going to just lull us to sleep tonight. So far so good on weather. There's a possibility of rain tonight, and after that the forecast is looking really good for us. So I've got my fingers crossed that we can have some dry, if not sunny, at least dry weather. Tomorrow we're going to take the stone dirt road to Willow from Hatcher Pass, and then we'll look for some more fun things to do, somewhere else to camp. See you down the road. Good night. Good morning. Day 20 of our adventure. We've made it up to the top of Hatcher Pass, and we're going to just take a short walk around, check out the views. So we left on the other side of Hatcher Pass this morning, and it had been raining the whole day until we did come to where our campsite is right now. It took us about a 6-hour drive to get here. We're not far from Cantwell, Alaska. We're between Cantwell and Denali National Park. But we used iOverlander, and I want to show you the marvelous spot that we got tonight. We're sitting along the Nenana River. So not quite sure what the weather's going to do to us tonight. I think it was 99% chance of rain again tonight. But cross our fingers, better weather's coming. Tonight here, tomorrow we'll be at Denali. Good night.